Hey everyone, it's the Life Doctor here, and I wanted to, initiate a discussion about what's been going on in Detroit lately in regards to homeschooling. So, for those of you who are in the homeschooling community, you probably um, have heard at the very least or are following the story in regards to Michelle Blair, who is a woman accused of murdering her two children. And one of the reasons why I guess the authorities were not um, aware of the fact that her kids were kind of missing in action for a couple of years is because she was homeschooling them. And so she murdered her two children and kept their bodies in their home for 2 years. And so this has really sparked a lot of discussion and debate in the homeschooling community with legislators, policymakers, etc., as to what, if any, laws and regulations need to be implemented or tightened up where homeschooling is concerned. And for me, I am relatively new to this whole homeschooling arena because I will be homeschooling my two children in the fall, and so I'm now just getting into, this new experience for my family. So I'm always on the lookout for what is in the media in regards to homeschooling. I follow different vloggers on YouTube who are more experienced, and I just want to kind of get myself acculturated to this homeschool culture. And so this story has really been disturbing for me because obviously, whenever something tragic involves children, that's tragic in and of itself, but it hits home because I have small children, and who wants to see or hear about children that are suffering or who have been killed? And so that is the case with the situation. And so policymakers are lobbying for, um, you know, requirements that would have professionals like certified teachers, social workers, etc. Do police officers, I think, even I'm not sure, but to have these types of individuals do home visits, I think twice a year, if in fact you are homeschooling your child in the state of Michigan. And Michigan homeschoolers would have to report to school districts and just really really be under the umbrella of having to do a lot of reporting and receiving home visits and that kind of thing. And so I wanted to know, what are your thoughts on and all of that. I do know from the research that I have done thus far that in the state of Michigan, there really isn't much of any reporting that really needs to go on as of now if you are choosing to homeschool your children. So it's more of a loosey-goosey state. I know that in other states there are tighter requirements for those who choose to homeschool their kids, and they have to do reporting and submit curriculum and test scores and etc. So Michigan is kind of on the other spectrum where there really isn't much of anything required. Now, as a clinical psychologist, of course, I see this more as a mental health issue. Clearly, the mother was mentally ill, and I personally believe that whether or not policies were in place to have this mother report or have visits, because this woman is mentally ill, I believe that she would have been open to breaking any kind of law and to circumvent whatever her plans were to do harm to her children, and harm would have been done anyway. That's my personal belief. But I want to know what your belief system is, what your thoughts are regarding this. Should Michigan homeschooling families be subject to having to do reporting, having to be visited by professionals in education or social work, etc.? What are your thoughts? I would really love to hear from you. Again, I am new to homeschooling, and I just really want to kind of get a sense of, what you feel about this issue. All right, so once again, this is the Life Doctor, and I hope that you will comment below. Don't forget to rate this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that right now. It's absolutely free. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.